Hey guys, welcome back to the Dice Matrix. I just wanted to get a quick video. I had picked up these Trun Hunters a while back, and I never had a chance to really kind of go over these guys with you. I just thought this was very interesting. First of all, let me show you the models of what these guys kind of look like, which is really, I think, pretty cool. They're like these lizard men with these armor. Obviously, I haven't even primed this guy or anything yet, but they do have the typical reptilian green, and their armor is supposed to be like a white. They hunt out technologies and stuff. It's actually really interesting. There's a little bit of flavor. I'll read this. Of course, you can skip forward about 20 seconds if you don't want to listen to it or whatever, but well, let's see. I may not have brought enough of my glasses, but anyway, I tell you what, it tells you just a little bit like what they go after, so if you want to pause and read it, you can. If not, I'll just go ahead now and skip to just the meat of the stuff. Basically, they do have just a few things. They said, hey, they're the new hunters here, and explains the threat cards, but I already broke them out so you'll know. And then it goes over their main ability, which is just assault. And if you're not familiar with that, I will show you in just a second. I even brought a demo. Other things have assault, but a lot of people still don't know what they are. I'm sorry if it sounds a little bit off. I'm running my fan in the background. It's a little hot here. So anyway, we have these awesome Trun Hunters that love technology, but they're really just brute explorers, and they like to steal technology, and so they're really made, you can put them in anything, but they're made really for the Targa set, technically. The first thing is I want to show you their threats. So on the low threat, you just get one Trun Hunter. On a medium threat, you'll have D3 Hunters, and if you have a high threat, you'll get 3 Trun Hunters. And then they give you 3 other worlds encounters on these guys, and they are all the same. So basically it does give you some flavor text right there, which normally I read, but my glasses are a little bit off. I lost my good pair, so I'm on my other one. So anyway, if you have 1 to 2 heroes, then you'll get 1 Trun Hunter. If you have 3 to 4 heroes, you'll roll the D3, and 5 to 6. So this basically gives you another thing to add into your other worlds set, which is always awesome for the Targa stuff. I'm going to go over their ability cards here. So we have, first of all, I just want to give the details. They are aliens, they're tribal, and they're Trun. They are large figures. They're pretty slow. They have initiative of 3, but I seem to play a lot of the slow hunters, like the Bandito and stuff, so I'm constantly still can't go before these guys. Okay, they have Fear 1, which of course you know what that is, a hero starting their activation adjacent automatically takes 1 horror hit. So you'll have to, try to resolve that. They have hunting prowess, so their defense is equal to the hero posse level, which is kind of asterisk down there, so you see. And then they have a knockback ability, so a hero that fells 1 or more defensive rolls against the enemy's melee, not their little thud blast or whatever it's called, attack, a melee attack. If they fail a melee attack, they are bounced 2 spaces in a single direction. If this bounce is stopped because of hitting a wall, the hero takes an extra 2 damage, and they have to ignore defense. I'm sure if you have armor, then that, will still apply or whatnot. And then here's their thing, the Trun Thud Pistol, which I really think is a cool name. It has a range of 5, 1 shot, and it does D6 damage. Now, they have escape. To escape them is 3+, not too difficult. They've got a decent move at 5. They're not really good with their range, but they like to carry these weapons because they feel like they're intimidating, which you get hit a few times, I guess they would be. So they get a range of 5. Their melee is 3, which is what they really like to do, is claw you or whatever. They have 2 combat dice, and those do 4 damage apiece, which is respectable. And their health is 12, plus they'll have a defense based upon your posse level. And then their experience is 10 plus 5. And then right here, I'll just show you quick their elite abilities. They can get a hearty roar, which increases their fear, rapid shots, which is pretty good. It says the Trun Thud Pistol is now shots 2, that could be pretty bad if you run into a lot of them. Rage, double barrel, and targeting sights, and savage combat. And like I said, you can pause if you want to look at these a little bit more. I'm going to go over to the brutal side, which I really don't explore too often. Their initiative is increased here, and their stats are the same for range and melee, but they do more damage on their combat when they hit you. Now it's 6, and they have 6 more health. That's still equal to this. Their fear is increased from 1 to 2. They still have the hunting prowess. They have the knockback ability still, but they still have assault, just letting you know what that does. And here is their abilities, which is pretty much similar to the first page. I'll just put it up there a second in case you want to pause it and look at it. And we're going to kind of show you a little bit of this. I'm going to explain assault to you guys on these guys, because this is actually pretty simple, but I just love the idea of these different types of encounters here. So I just kind of broke out a couple of pieces here. And who do I have as my friend today? We have the Miner. One of my newest pieces I just picked up. I haven't done a video or anything on him yet, and look how shiny he is. So this Miner's awesome. And the funny thing is, when I play him with the target set, he's terrible because he doesn't use technology items. He's basically forbidden to, but he doesn't like them. He's, oh, crotchety man, I'm going to dig some, you better get out of my way. But in melee, he's pretty formidable. So anyway, so let's say I have, for instance here, I was just going over basically how it works. So they have a move of 5, so he could move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he'd be adjacent. So at the end of a move, basically they will take a ranged attack, which their range is 5. They have 1 shot unless they have an elite ability or something that breaks it. And then they will take their melee attack. And it doesn't matter where he is. So if he had ended his move here, even though there's a gap, he wouldn't have a melee attack. The assault says that he would still get another shot. And that's pretty simple how that works. So like there might be a few variants based upon other rules or whatever, but that's the long and the short of it. This is actually a pretty short video, but I just wanted to say that I actually really love these guys. I'm going to let you look at them one more time. Maybe you can kind of get a little more, I don't know how good my focus is or is not working here, but I just love this. If you're a good painter, you could probably go in here and get the detail. I am very bad. I basically just put I do a lot of, what do you call it, when you just kind of just put one color on and then you kind of dry brush it, and then you go again with the highlighting a few areas. I just keep it real simple because I am pretty much terrible at painting, but I love the idea of these guys traveling around. It just gives me a new enemy, a new looking enemy, and just something fun to fight. And so anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, you know what? Keep the dice rolling.